Because a lot of people, Jennie, are saying this is not typical of the woman that they know.
No, I've known her for many years, not well, but come across her at many royal events because she was a very, very senior member of the Queen's entourage. She was her confidant in many ways. And I've always found her to be courteous and to be kind. But clearly this is a disaster. This was a showcase event at Buckingham Palace about violence against women. And a woman who was invited to be there to celebrate the work that she has done has been made to feel violated. I mean, it is an absolute disaster and inexcusable, as the palace has made clear. I see that Ms. Fulani this morning, as you've said, is suggesting that it's a form of abuse. I wonder if that's a little bit strong. It's definitely tactless, stupid, ignorant and offensive. But whether it was intended to be that, I rather doubt.
I'm just looking at what the Sister Space charity actually says. And the website says, supporting women of African and Caribbean heritage who are affected by domestic and sexual abuse. Could it be that Lady Hussey, when she gets, and obviously they all get the briefing in terms of either a sort of piece of paper or some kind of discussion with the royal aides, took up on this aspect of heritage and thought that was as important as the abuse element, and that was introduced into the discussion?
Well, I don't want to make any excuses for Lady Hussey here, but I have seen this morning that the Chancellor of Manchester University says that he was at the reception. He was also asked what his heritage was by Lady Hussey, and he explained where he was from, and she left it at that. So it does seem to be perhaps a question she was asking. But we're entering this whole realm of what are we correctly to say about our basic human curiosity about someone's background and where they come from. I think there is a learning curve for all of us, people of a particular age, and I'm quite old as well, and I think that everyone has to learn a new language, and I don't think Lady Susan has got there yet.
Yeah, and what happens now? Because we learn that Susan Hussey has actually expressed her profound apologies, but Ngozi Fulani saying she's still not had anything official from Buckingham Palace itself.
Yeah, the palace have apologised publicly, but I think that it would be correct for Lady Susan, for the palace, perhaps for Camilla, who hosted the reception, possibly William, who's spoken out against it already, all of them to directly contact Ms. Fulani. Clearly, that ought to happen, and I'm surprised it hasn't happened already.